But buddy, I want to welcome you to all of us here who are watching. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Did I pronounce your last name correctly?
No, you did not, Stu, and I'll give you a break, because if I got $1 every time somebody butchered my name, I don't need a membership site.
Okay, so tell me, what is the correct pronunciation?
So the N is silent. It's Nthigah.
Say it again.
Nthigah.
Thigah.
You got it.
Okay, so we connected because
Yes.
of our African connection,
Yes.
and so right away we connected. We got chatting a lot, but I want you to kind of bring people back to before we get into that. Who is it that you serve? What is your market?
So it's very interesting that this has defined and be redefined over and over again. So here's what I do: is I serve impact-driven course creators, speakers, coaches, and trainers to make their first $100,000 online through creating and defining intelligent business models.
Got it. Okay, so you help people who have an expertise be able to essentially generate their first $100,000 online.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. So how did you get into this? How did you begin helping this market?
This has been it was really an offshoot of my own struggle. I came into this industry many years ago, probably now 6, 7, 8 years ago, and I went on this gambit like everybody else. So, guess what? I went and I got certified in everything. I bought this and I bought that, and I got certified, and all I had was more certificates and an empty pocket. And I was broke and I was frustrated, and I just couldn't seem to figure out. I knew that I wanted to serve people. I knew I wanted to make a difference. And then I was surrounded with so many people who had great things to bring to the world. But I knew I was good in entrepreneurship. I knew that I could help them. But it's taken me that whole journey of failure. It's taken me that journey of frustration. It's taken me this whole journey of going. And I taught leadership. I taught mindset. And eventually, and as we're going to share from this story, how I've ended up here has been a journey of me just taking the next step and listening to my tribe, and taking the next step and listening to my tribe. And that's where we are here today.
Well, yeah.
And listening to you.
Well, thank you for that, buddy. And I remember, when we initially talked, you were really stuck in the sense that, you wanted to move forward, you wanted a membership site, you wanted to help, but you didn't know exactly what that would be. So how did you get over that hump to eventually launching your membership?
So first and foremost, I got to say this, and I don't know whether anybody can see this. This is my first Stu meeting. You taught me Circle of Awesomeness.
Oh, I recognize that handwriting.
Yeah, that's your handwriting. You taught me, be known for something specific, and then you taught me a success plan.
That's hilarious, dude. Because we were at James Wedmore's event, and this wasn't me from stage. This was like we were meeting in the halls.
Yes, and we stood for 3.5 hours until there was no dinner for us, and we ended up working out. But that was the beginning of this whole journey. And I knew I wanted, Stu, I wanted to find a way that I could create sustainable income. But I also wanted first to take off the load of having to, I was chasing income month after month. And I realized that I couldn't be creative and hungry, at the same point in time. So I realized I wanted to create sustainable income. And so here's what I did. So you've got to think about this. 2 years ago, I had no list. I had no community. I mean, I had friends on Facebook and all that stuff, but I had not created a community. And so I reached out and I said, hey, you know what? I want to do a training. And so you've got to remember, I'm teaching a product that I don't even own. I taught the book Think and Grow Rich. I have not written it, didn't own it, they had nothing. It's a book that somebody had mentioned this 2 years ago. And so I picked it up and I decided, I'm going to take this group, and I offered it to 100 people. 169 people came in.
Wow.
So here's what is interesting, just to talk about this, because I think there's a big lesson here where we think that we need a large number of people to make this a success. In a total of probably 250 people, we've launched it 3 times. We've made 44,000, came back. In total, it's been almost a $250,000 revenue.
It's amazing, dude.
Launched it 3 times, had 2 live events. We're preparing for our 3rd event now, out of a small group of people. And you're talking about the fact that when I started, first week, I didn't even have a website. I mean, I created Kajabi 3 weeks into our program. I would just call them and say, listen, we're just going to do it on Zoom and we'll figure it out and we'll just keep going. And, it is the same things. What that I listened to you and what I learned from that point in time is if I can do for one what I'd like to do for many, and I can focus on that one person, the rest will take care of itself.
Absolutely. There's a lot of great lessons, in this. And, what I love about you is that you hear a concept, you hear an idea, and it doesn't go like in one ear out the other. It goes in and it's like you process it and then you take action on it. And this is the thing that I want everybody to realize is that you didn't have everything figured out. It was messy in the beginning, but that's okay. But the most important thing is that you got in motion, and these are now hundreds of people who you get to serve in your membership and that would never have had that opportunity otherwise. And I think that that's a really important lesson for everybody is that this is not about, you, it's about the people you get to serve, and that's what you just emphasized.
Absolutely. You know what? I've shared this and I said, you know what? You cannot move the direction of a parked car. Until you take action. And so I think, we get caught up, and I see this even for me, for many years, I get caught up in trying to figure out the how. But here's what is very interesting is once you take the action, the how shows up. People, resources, opportunities show up because you're in action. And I keep hearing you, over and over saying, take the next step, keep the process moving forward. And I mean, you know what? Every single day, I've got to say this. I live in the deep end. I live in the deep end. Every day I get up, I'm learning something. Every day I'm being challenged by something. And I've so much fallen in love with my community because not only have they allowed me to grow and to get better every time, but they've come along on this journey with me. And I am just grateful.
Well, buddy, it's so fun to watch you, really step into your element because I know how much you love to serve and I know how much you love to help these people. So talk to me about this, about your experience. Like in the beginning, it was messy. You didn't have a membership site. You were calling people up and saying, let's just do it via Zoom. How has it evolved for you over the time frame that you have launched your membership? How long has it been? Has it been in a year? Drew?
It's been, a year, we just did a year in April, actually.
Amazing. Okay, so talk to us about that evolution. Like in the beginning, super messy. Well, how has it evolved over the last year?
Well, beginning, I have been through everything. Beginning was just messy, tried to create a structure to be able to deliver. I went the first few months, I was just dumping information on them, And then I went back to my tribe study, and I looked back and I realized, you know what, the key is not about dumping information on them. It's about getting very clear how I can help them move from here to there. And so again, in the few months, I evolved again, and I withdrew back and said, let's get zeroed in so that we can find out what are the things that we need to create. So here's what has happened in the last year. I have people who've created courses. I have in this tribe, I have my clients who are now taking this as a intelligent next business step. People who, like 12 months ago, did not even believe they could do a course, did not believe that they had it in them. But, we've evolved in creating it, in how we design, in how I teach, in how I communicate. We're about to now launch our 2.0 membership, and it is nothing compared to what we did 12 months ago. And am I so glad that I took these 12 months to get to learn?
Well, and here's the lesson. I hope everybody's picking up on this. What you start with is not going to be what you have 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months from now. Because
Absolutely.
As a membership site owner, the number one thing that you want to do, and this is why I love your story, is listen to your people. Always looking and to find a way to be able to help them get results, make more progress easier and faster. And as a result of that, what you provide is going to evolve dramatically, and that's exactly what's happened for you. Is that right, Njeru?
Absolutely. And I say this, in this game, what I've learned is to stay attached to the process and not to the result.
Absolutely.
Every single day, I am chasing and learning and growing. And I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful for this. Just to learn from you every day.
Well, you're amazing, buddy. And so I want to ask you, what has your experience with Tribe been like, and how has it helped you in that growth of your membership?
Well, so here's the one thing that I say. For me, it has been two things. Stu, it is probably, and this is not to diminish the contribution you give. For me, it has been 20% of what you say and 80% of what you do. The way you have mentored me is by me watching everything you do. I tell you, even those sticky notes that you're putting out there, everything that you get to experience here, if you did that back in my business, and listen, I give you credit once. I'm going to say I learned this from Stu. The next time I'm going to say I was thinking, right? So, but everything, from the community that I met, lifelong friends that I got to connect with, that we have stayed in touch, that we are collaborating, just the ability to come into a group and a community and get recharged every single time, the ability to come in and be part of a community and a group that is creating and stretching, and there's never one time I've come online and didn't find an idea. Today I was listening to one of the persons sharing, I forgot her name, but she said that she created a podcast for her internal group, and I said, ooh, that's about to happen in my group now. Right? So, I mean, this is just a place where you come and you mine stuff and you pick stuff. But here's also what I've learned, Stu, watching how you serve. I have been blessed watching how the impact that you have, because I've always desired, and I desire to have that sort of desire, that when understanding what success is, and it's not things and stuff, but what I can do and who I can be in the world. So that has been infused in me, and in turn is being infused into my community. So my community is out to create an impact. What could I say? Great people. We had fun. Toronto, that was my first time out there. I get to come back again. I loved it. Man, it has just been a joy. It is really, for me, a dream. When I look back and I put it, if I could show you my wall, it says, I have set a time that I put a date that I can create a team and a tribe as good as yours.
Oh, buddy, I appreciate that. And we did have fun in Toronto, didn't we?
We did. It was amazing.
Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us. Where can people find out more information about you?
Absolutely. So, two places you can find me. Certainly, it's on my website, theleadersuniversity.com, theleadersuniversity.com, or, again, on Facebook, which is quicker, is, of course, my name's Njeru. Last name is Nthigah. Njeru Nthigah on Facebook, on Instagram. But, again, Stu, I'm blessed to be a part of this community. I am blessed to have this opportunity and to do life with you and to do life with Tribals.
Well, our community is blessed to have you, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate you stopping by, sharing your experience. And I love the fact that you started, and when you started, it was messy. But over the year, it's created a whole lot of momentum for you, where now you have hundreds of people that you're serving. And I love the fact that you're gearing up to do 2.0. And what a great experience. What a great gift to be able to give your existing members, but also a great opportunity from a marketing perspective to be able to show the difference, to be able to show that you continue to work on and upgrade. It's amazing, buddy. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.